is Mark Henry, the world's strongest man, and you're listening to WNS.
You're listening to the official Wrestling News Source podcast. For all of your information, go to WrestlingNewsSource.com or find us on Facebook by searching WNS Podcast. You can also find us on YouTube, Twitter, Stitcher, and iTunes by searching Wrestling News Source Podcast or WNS Podcast. Now being broadcast in over 45 countries, here are your hosts, Daniel Herron and Tyler Abear.
That's right, with everyone, I am Daniel Herron, and we welcome you to episode 359 of the official podcast for WrestlingNewsSource.com. For all of your information, go to WrestlingNewsSource.com. Check us out on Facebook, WrestlingNewsSource.com. You can find us on Facebook, WNS Podcast, on YouTube, WNS Video, and on iTunes, Wrestling News Source Podcast.
We're on Stitcher, on Clear.fm and Satchel. Just search Wrestling News Source Podcast to find us.
You can also follow us on Twitter at WNS Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at WNS_Daniel. You can follow Tyler at Tyler_Abear. So welcome to the show. Back at it again. This time a little bit different location from where we have been in the past. You may have noticed we haven't had a show the past couple of weeks, and so I guess we'll go ahead and address that at the beginning of the show. Unfortunately, things do happen in life, and I am no longer with the radio station. So that means the radio station is no longer acceptable for us to do our show. So we are doing something new, testing things out, doing Facebook Live. We're also still recording the show, so we're going to do it, upload it tomorrow for those who listen to us on iTunes, Stitcher, and all the other ones. So, we were trying to figure out what to do and how to do it. So hopefully over the weeks we can figure out ways to make the show even better, but for now we're going to test out Facebook Live, see how that goes, and we thank you all so much for joining us.
Thank you.
As right now Curtis has joined us, so what's up? And I see a few others have joined as well. So this is actually really cool because this is a chance for people to interact with us during the show, which is normally something we haven't really had the chance to do. So So if you have any questions, feel free to toss them in our way, and we'll try and get them answered throughout the show. And for those of you who are listening on iTunes, obviously you're not going to be able to interact unless you like us on Facebook. So make sure you do that so you can get the notifications. And so we'll dive right into the show. There was a ton of stuff to talk to just in the last week that happened. But before we do that, Tyler, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah? Hanging in there?
Hanging in there, yeah.
Couple days away?
A couple of days away from the
big reveal?
Gender reveal. Yeah.
Yes. You don't know yet, do you?
No, I do not.
Good. What are you hoping for?
A girl.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's the name going to be?
Shania. No, I don't know.
Shania Twain?
No.
Shania Twain Hebert?
No, I can't tell you what it is. No.
Fiona?
Hebert. What's
Apple?
Hebert?
Abear?
Abear. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, you got to throw off the paparazzi because you're going to be famous one day. So so it's going to be exciting. You're going to find out this weekend, and we'll make a big announcement as well as that time gets ever closer. So let's get into it. Do you want to skip around, or do you want to go topic by topic?
Jump around.
Jump around.
Ooh.
Jump up to get down? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, obviously the biggest news that broke this past week, Daniel Bryan, at long last, he tried for years.
I didn't think it was going to happen, to be honest with you.
I didn't think it was legit. And sure enough, WWE.com posted it. Daniel Bryan has been medically cleared to return to in-ring competition. And
I'm excited, but I'm also scared.
Nervous. It's
nervous,
the Kurt Angle effect.
Yeah.
How we've been in the past couple matches that Kurt Angle has done. Every time we watch it, we get nervous. Oh, how's his neck? How's that doing for him? So it's certainly going to be nerve-wracking to watch him compete.
I'll tell you what was nerve-wracking was the stuff on SmackDown when Daniel Bryan was doing the drop kicks and how he was landing. And then also the apron power bomb. That still was just nervous. But I think it was just with the running drop kicks and stuff that he was doing, was adrenaline. Because I really don't. I mean, I bet he was in a ring doing stuff before all this.
Well,
I could be wrong, but
he had to. Obviously, he had to have been cleared. He was cleared, so he has to be in physical condition to be able to do it. So they probably had
German suplex that he did to Sami Zayn.
Mm-hmm.
That was like a snap.
Yeah.
We were like boom.
Yeah. So
kind of freaked me out. But I mean, no, I'm super happy and super pumped, and there's
super nervous.
Super nervous. But okay, we gotta get past. Okay, we're assuming that's gonna be Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and that's gonna be awesome. But going past that and say that he gets past it and there's no injuries, and that's great. There's so many matchups I want with him.
AJ Styles, obviously.
AJ Styles.
Shinsuke, obviously.
And who knows, may get one-on-one with Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and stuff like that. People want Miz.
Yes, I think Miz is definitely going to be a front runner for one of them. Yeah. But you also have to think NXT call-ups. Who in NXT would you like to see? I know I'd like to see Adam Cole. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Yeah.
Aleister Black. Yep.
Yeah.
Just the way that.
I want to see. And okay, what?
No, go ahead.
You making fun of me?
No, you got to go ahead.
Okay. So, of course he has history with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, but there's a lot of people he's had history with in ROH. You have Cassius Ohno, you have Roderick Strong, you have Hideo Itami.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
I was going to say just the way that Gargano and Andrade had their phenomenal match at NXT. Daniel Bryan versus Andrade would be a good one.
You know what's so funny? We say... I don't know about you. I said that AJ Styles can have like a good match with anyone. Way before that, when Daniel Bryan, we said anyone can have a good match with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
So
he's on that same tier with AJ Styles where he elevates whoever he's facing.
What was it? Doug said that one time. And it's like, or who said it? It's like, I don't really like Great Khali matches, but when they had Daniel Bryan and Great Khali, it was the best match that Great Khali ever had.
Yeah, that was the best match that Great Khali has ever had because he went up against Daniel Bryan. So we also have some input. What's up, Jonathan? Red Robin.
Yum.
So welcome to the Facebook stream. For those, I feel bad for those who are listening on iTunes because we're testing this out for the first time, so we're going to get a lot of off-track sidedness to it. Daryl commented, Bryan did great at protecting his neck on those corner drop kicks by grabbing the rope, and he's done that in the past, but it still just looks nasty whenever he falls.
I gotta rewatch that too.
Like he does it, and at the very last minute, he grabs onto the rope so he doesn't fall flat on his head. But it still just looks awkward.
Yeah, I'm hoping that he'll change some of his moves up because we want this guy to be wrestling as long as he can.
Yes,
and I don't want it to be short-lived. So, yeah. Don't get me wrong, there's certain things he can keep, and I know a lot of people are going to want all his moves to come back, but very high risk.
What do you think about his speech? I mean, it was obviously very heartfelt, came from the heart, it wasn't scripted or anything like that. They probably just gave him a mic and said, hey, go have at it.
Very touching and...
very emotional. Like, I got emotional watching it because, I was emotional watching his retirement speech, and then he's fought for it. He's been so upset about it that he had to retire. He was forced to retire. He didn't want to retire. And so for him to fight, to go see as many doctors as he did, for him to keep fighting, and then finally they gave him the all clear, it's really something special.
So it's been 2 years?
It's been, I think they said a little over 2 years because it was right before Fastlane that he had to retire. So for him to be able to, do what he did, keep fighting, keep trying, it's really inspiring, to be honest. And the comments that he made, about his support with his family, his wife, the fans giving him the support, you could tell that was all genuine, that was all sincere. So it was really good.
Even they did a little backstage segment where Dolph came up to him and said, "Congratulations!
Can't wait to beat you."
Yeah. I guess they're gonna go down that. They could go down.
They very well
route.
could. So yeah. So it's incredible news. Daniel Bryan going to be returning to the ring, possibly at WrestleMania. They're kind of teasing it. So we'll have to see what the plans are for that.
Hopefully, it's not short-lived.
Yeah.
Because say if something happens again, they're like, okay, this is why we didn't want to clear you or whatever. I don't know.
I mean, they obviously had their reasons. So they were looking out for him. They were also looking out for themselves. But, he went to enough doctors, got cleared enough. So they said, you know what? all right, let's give it another look, and sure enough.
Curtis said that he just read that he has been studying Zack Sabre Jr. style of matches so he can be more technical.
Oh, good. Yeah, and that's one thing that they're certainly concerned about is his style, his dives, everything that, even the diving headbutt. You don't want any kind of trauma to the head.
No.
So you want him to tone it down sort of, just so it can be a little safer. You can have a longer career. So it's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. Hopefully he doesn't get injured. I'm praying that he doesn't get injured. So maybe he can actually get a good, lengthy second run, similar to how Shawn Michaels did. He went out with an injury and came back a few years later, and then people said he was better than ever. So maybe the same thing will happen here.
You think SmackDown for this past SmackDown, their ratings going to
go? Maybe. I think so, and I did see a lot of people commenting. They shouldn't have announced it. They should have saved it for SmackDown. They should have said Daniel Bryan has a very special announcement. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you tune in. I don't know.
I think it would have been like. Would you say it would be a bigger pop, or what would you saying, or just the surprise?
Yeah, I mean the crowd when he made the announcement, they popped hard.
Did you think it was weird that they announced it on WWE.com?
No. But for ratings' sake and for the surprise elements, it's one of those things where people could be, if you would have said it live as opposed to earlier in the day and gone from there, I don't know. It's hand in hand, because the press that it got was astronomical. I mean, every single major news article were doing it. Even our local news picked up on it on
really?
Facebook. Yeah, and so
cool.
for it to get that kind of press, it's obviously a big deal. But then on the other hand, it's like, well, you could have saved it for SmackDown and then released the official statement. But to each his own.
A few more comments.
Yeah, Curtis and Jonathan both agreeing that the ratings were higher this week for SmackDown. Jonathan saying it was the highest since last April. So that's pretty big.
Pete says, "Hey guys,
what's up, Pete?"
What's up, Pete?
So yeah, it's awesome to see him, and hopefully he has a lengthy third run, because he got fired twice.
I'm just hoping.
Yeah, and then obviously you talk about that beatdown that he took. Obviously they wouldn't put him in that position unless he was okay to take the bumps. So I think they did a good job of saying,
Also, the angle that they showed, I want to see the haluva kick.
Mm-hmm.
Because how they did it, you get to really see how it connected or how it hit. So whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, and that's a good thing, because they're trying to tell the story of, you just came back because of a head injury. Guess where we're targeting? And so that's obviously going to be the story that they're going to tell for weeks on end, similar to how Shawn Michaels, like I said, everyone was targeting his back because he went out with a back injury. So whenever he comes back, they're also going to be targeting his head. So hopefully they can keep him safe and he can keep himself safe and rock and roll. So we'll see how that goes. The other big story, actually there's three really big stories, at least for my personal opinion. The Daniel Bryan one, the last Hall of Fame name, and then what happened on Raw with the ultimate deletion. Mm-hmm. So which one do you want to talk about next?
Let's say this real quick. What we got? Frank said that they should save it for WrestleMania.
I don't know about that. You can, I guess, the reveal for Daniel Bryan have
Noah
the
joined.
Reveal.
Noah.
Oh God. That would have been a huge pop, but that would have gotten a lot of attention leading. This was more of a lead up to WrestleMania, at least in my thoughts. Yeah, Curtis said you could see that Kevin Owens and Sami was protecting Daniel Bryan very well, so you could see it. So that's good to know. And plus, they're friends, so they know how to make it look believable and
that's true. Yeah,
inflict damage. So let's talk about Mark Henry, because that one was a surprise. It was a pleasant surprise for me. Like I felt.
I would say this. Don't get me wrong. I like all the people who joined and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but this year I really like everyone that they're putting there, except for Kid Rock. But
what? You don't like Kid Rock?
Sorry, I don't ball with ball.
You're not a cowboy baby?
No.
Not an American badass?
I get why they put him in, but no, I
his contributions to the WWE.
No,
that's sort of like
I
their.
agree. He's
contributed
a lot.
Like him or Drew Carey, I'd go with Kid Rock because he's contributed more.
If you think of any in a celebrity wing who's contributed the most, who would you think of? Kid Rock?
Probably Kid Rock, yeah.
I was about to say who was Kid Rock's number one, and then.
But if you're saying like of all time, I couldn't tell you because some people.
I was about to say Florida did it for a little bit.
Flo Rida.
Florida.
Well, because some people would credit the rock and wrestling connection as the biggest contribution because that's what got WrestleMania, the popularity that it did.
When is Snooki gonna join?
Snooki is not joining. I pray to God that Snooki does not join.
Do work.
No, do work.
Do work.
So but yeah.
Ray Charles.
Yeah. Hey, he's saying God Bless America or America the Beautiful for WrestleMania, so I'm fine with that. So yeah, Mark Henry joining the WWE Hall of Fame. I think that's a really well-deserved spot.
Who do you think is going to induct him? Ron Simmons? Or?
Maybe Ron, maybe the Godfather, because I know they were both in the Nation of Domination with one another.
Maybe Hand. I don't know.
I made the joke that it should be John Cena. John Cena comes out, inducts Mark Henry. Mark Henry comes out, World's Strongest Slam. I got a lot left in the tank.
Yeah,
he does it again. Yeah. So Mark Henry obviously well deserved to go in there. The fact that he's from Silsbee, right up the road from where we are, it's really cool. The fact that we've got to interview him, Oh,
that's really, really cool.
Yeah. So the interview that we had, if you haven't, make sure you go back and check that out on YouTube because we had a really good interview with him a few years back, and
really cool guy.
If they would have let us, I would have probably been able to talk to him for hours because he seems like a really cool dude, really down to earth, and he loves the wrestling business. And the video package that they put together for him was great. You keep laughing because someone's commenting on Facebook.
I'm sorry.
Would you like to address it? Go ahead. I'm
gonna skip another comment and go back to it. Let me go to Noah. When is Gail Kim gonna come out? Noah loves Gail Kim.
Oh, Gail Kim.
Okay, so Ray said Ray Charles. No Snooki, Noah.
No Snooki.
But maybe in the future because she did contribute one time. Whatever.
That
Curtis,
one time.
Yeah, one time. Curtis says he doesn't care for the Hall of Fame. There's a list of guys that should go in before Mark and Jeff, and which is true. There's a lot of guys.
Yeah, and
they pick and choose.
Yeah.
So
they're saving some of those for later years, like this will be our big name draw, or this will be our whatever pick it is.
Also, was announced that Edge and Christian are inducting the Dudleys.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, which is fitting because they both.
We said that before in years past.
Mm-hmm.
What is the Hall of Fame? Like. What do we say about it? It's or I guess that's what Doug said. What was it? The Hall of Fame is not weird, but
not real.
Not real. I guess it kind of doesn't matter who goes.
It's not a physical building that you can go to check out the wing.
Oh man, I wish there was a physical building.
They need to. Why not have it at Full Sail? They have all the NXT and the Performance Center. Just put a building next to everything. Call it the Hall of Fame. Put all the memorabilia.
Coolest college ever. I want to go to Full Sail. Man, you get to hang out with the NXT people.
Yeah, there you go. See?
You see NXT superstars walk around Full Sail?
Yeah, you come down, you attend a taping of NXT, and then you get free admission to the Hall of Fame.
I wonder how that works. So the people who go to school for Full Sail, can they get in to the shows for free?
Maybe, or at least a discounted price.
That'd be the best. I get to see NXT all the time.
If you've ever been to a taping of NXT, let us know how that works. Or if you happen to go to Full Sail, let us know.
Okay,
hook a brother up. I'm trying to go.
I'm trying to see an NXT show, but I've been talking about the Full Sail shows.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, because I have not been to Full Sail University in Florida. So I've been to Florida, but it was years ago, before NXT was even around. So. Yeah. So the other one, Ultimate Deletion. We finally got it. We finally got our version, the WWE version.
Off the bat,
mm-hmm.
I don't think it was better than the final deletion with Jeff.
Yeah.
Matt and Jeff.
Well,
in my opinion.
Can anything really top that? I will tell you this. At first, I forgot to turn my brain off. That's the one thing. If you've never seen any of these deletions or anything like that, the first thing you have to realize, it's intended to be stupid. Oh, yeah. It's not going to be what you expect. This was so entertaining, and it was so
No, don't get me wrong. It was entertaining. Mm-hmm. But I think the Jeff and Matt one was better.
Well, sure. Yeah, and that's fine. But God, there were funny moments. The pyro going off. I sent out a tweet that was like, if you think about it, in 2018, Matt Hardy so far has spent more money on pyro than WWE. Now, obviously, that might change once we get to
Matt's
WrestleMania.
Rich. He has like tons of animals. He can do whatever he wants. He has tons of land. He can do whatever he wants.
He has George Washington in his backyard.
Okay, no. Frazier. What's the kangaroo? They haven't shown the kangaroo yet.
Joe Frazier.
Smoking Joe Frazier. If you think it's stupid, then you shall be deleted. Delete.
And I made sure to post it on the Facebook page as well. The chair of wheels or the mower of lawn. I mean, that segment was the hardest I had laughed on WWE programming in a long time. And it was so entertaining.
I know they showed Jeff Hardy, but I like the ode to him when they had like the symbols, like the wooden symbols, and like
that was like Scooby Doo throwbacks or something.
I thought that was funny. Good night, Noah.
Oh, is Noah leaving just like that?
Yeah, no, he has to
wish I could watch more. He has
to
go to bed. He can't play Destiny last night because he has to wake up early, and now he can't watch our stream because he has to go to bed early. Whatever. Screw you, Noah. So.
Later, Jonathan, he's leaving too.
Everyone's leaving. All right, that's fine.
Gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta go. So
back to. No, it was fun, and I haven't checked and see what the ratings were with that and how.
I think it held
receptive.
steady. I think it held pretty steady. Usually the third hour they drop pretty significantly, but I saw that the third hour held pretty steady because a lot of people want to watch it. Did you actually hear that the people who were in attendance of Raw didn't get to see that segment? Like they had been promoting it for so long, and then they said, this is going to be the main event of Raw, and they don't even show it. They had Braun Strowman put Elias and Kane through a table, and then they had Ronda Rousey come out and beat up Dana Brooke.
Oh wow! It was Curtis says it was in the 3 million viewers.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. I didn't get to watch. I mean, I watched Monday Night Raw, but I did not watch it live. So I watched it back on Hulu the next day. And they didn't have that on there. They didn't have the Ultimate Deletion.
That's sad.
So I had to watch it on YouTube.
Less quality. Did you notice that the piano was playing?
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice what song it was?
It sounded familiar.
It was Bray Wyatt's theme song.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. It sounds super
cool. So yeah, it was good stuff. Yeah, I mean... It was entertaining. It was funny. Senior Benjamin giving Bray Wyatt the whole world in his hands. He finally got it. He actually had the whole world in his hands. Then we saw Brother Nero. We saw the dilapidated boat, which has a name now. I didn't know that.
They have they did the whole projection thing out of Vanguard 1 and stuff. Ryan and Frank says they are staying.
All right.
Thank you guys. Thank you. So that was pretty funny. So where did they go from there?
Well, supposedly they're going to be repackaging Bray Wyatt.
I know they couldn't do it. And I said
they couldn't find his body in the Lake of Reincarnation.
I said this a few weeks ago, and I know they couldn't pull it off unless cutting his hair. But if he comes back up from the Lake of Reincarnation as Husky Harris,
see, and a lot of people were saying that.
But you couldn't pull it off without cutting the hair and beard. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe you can trim the beard a little bit and then just like hide the hair. Maybe I don't know.
Ferrari engine.
Yes. We're not going to see Husky Harris ever again. So,
would he be Bray Wyatt, but just a different character of Bray Wyatt, or a different name?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see what the future holds. But we kicked Raw off with Kurt Angle welcoming us, letting us know that Roman Reigns was suspended. But guess who easily walks through the crowd and into the ring. Roman Reigns, the suspended. I don't know about you, but if I'm sure if you were suspended from your job, you couldn't just happily waltz into the building, could you? Like if your boss said, "Hey, you're suspended for a week, don't come back," and like the next day you just casually walked in, would someone try and stop you?
Yes.
Okay. In any world other than wrestling, would someone come up and try and stop you? Yeah. And what's funny is that he got in the ring, talked to Kurt Angle, and Kurt Angle even said, "Oh, you're suspended. You're not supposed to be here. We're prepared for this." Obviously, you're not, because he walked into the ring, so you weren't prepared for it. You did nothing to stop it. You waited until it happened, then you brought someone out to arrest him. Ricky Starks, by the way.
Yeah. I was about to say Ricky Starks was not a security guard, U.S. Marshal.
Yeah, Texas Ranger.
I said U.S. Marshal. Yeah, Texas Ranger.
Whatever it was. Dallas Police, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, he was arrested, put in handcuffs, and then Brock Lesnar shows up and beats him down, and they tussle and have their moments, and they did the stretcher job. They brought out the stretcher, put him on there. Brock Lesnar returns and gives the weakest push I've ever seen. Did you see it when he comes out?
I saw. What was it? He did the.
He was supposed
suplex
to. He was supposed to tump over the gurney that Roman Reigns is on while he's attached to the backboard, and he just goes. Heh. Like it was like
that?
It was like that.
Did he make that noise?
Yeah, I'm sure it was a lot tougher because I'm not Brock Lesnar, but he went back and did it, so it was terrible. And what's so sad is that they're supposed to be trying to make Lesnar the heel. He got the babyface reaction when his music hit. The crowd popped.
Well, I think a lot of people dislike Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be trying to get the crowd to be in favor of Roman Reigns, and it's failing.
Curtis said this is a lame-ass storyline anyways. We all know the final outcome.
Yes, nothing new. That's right. So it was not that good. Sorry. I don't know what to say about it. We got to see Alexa Bliss going up against Asuka. Asuka? Maybe? Is that her name? I don't know. What do you think about this matchup?
I guess I don't have too much to say about it. I mean, it was all right.
Yeah. Bliss ended up taking the count-out loss. And then Nia Jax came out, tried to chase her away. And then Kurt Angle announced, it's going to be Alexa versus Nia Jax at WrestleMania.
Nikki got ran over.
Yes, she did. Let's see what happened after that. We got Braun Strowman. He came out,
and Cesaro got these hands.
Yes, Sheamus was pretty witty. He was gonna try and swing in, and he ended up just swinging it right back out. Braun Strowman goes up against Cesaro. Braun Strowman gets the win. It was fine for what it was. They were hyping the Ultimate Deletion match. We got to see Titus O'Neil and Apollo going up against the Revival. The Revival win. Then they
what does Cody think about the Revival?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
No, what does he say?
What does he say?
Fuck the Revival.
Ooh, you're cursing.
Beep.
Let's see. We got the
what is that?
I don't know. Don't acknowledge it.
Get out of there.
Don't acknowledge it. Let's see. We saw the Mark Henry video package.
Like a bleeped out face.
Yeah, okay, that's exactly what it is. They're trying to get rid of you. Do you even care about this Bayley Sasha Banks storyline that they're trying to tell? They're best friends, but they're feuding and all this other stuff.
I like them. I don't care for it, but I like how Corey Graves always
he's trying to defend Bayley.
Yeah, which is kind of weird.
It is weird, and what's even weirder is they had the best match in NXT, with their Takeover Brooklyn match, and then they had the 30-minute Iron Man match, which was again a great match. They didn't really need the whole storyline scripted terrible promos that they've been cutting. I don't know what their deal is. They can't cut a promo right now. They can't. It's just not good.
I guess they're trying to get them to WrestleMania.
I guess
they need to turn Bayley heel.
Yeah.
Like Curtis says.
Yeah, maybe. We got to see Sasha teaming up with Bayley to go up against Mandy Rose and Sonya. Sonya and Mandy ended up getting the win. Whatever.
Whatevs.
We got to hear from John Cena coming out and cut a promo on The Undertaker, calling him a coward.
When do you think he'll show up? Maybe like the Raw before Mania?
Probably.
Yeah.
They'll probably hold it off until then.
Okay. He'll probably be there the Raw before Mania, and then the Raw after Mania, and he'll be gone.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Kane came out and gave a choke slam, and
did he win? Is he the mayor?
I don't know. I haven't seen.
Is Glenn Jacobs the mayor of what?
Knoxville County, Tennessee.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
No, it's not Knoxville. It's Knoxville County, Tennessee.
Oh, okay. Johnny Knoxville, Tennessee.
No, Knoxville County, Tennessee.
Johnny Knoxville,
No.
County, Tennessee.
No, Knoxville County.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Say it.
Say it.
Knoxville County,
Knoxville County,
Tennessee.
yes. That's it. Okay, Tennessee. Okay. Good.
All right. Moving on. Miz came out. He had the Miz Siraj with him. Cut a promo on Tyler Black and what was it? Prince Nevitt. We had Finn Balor, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson going up against the Miz and Miz Taraj. The Balor Club get the win.
What do you think of the shirts? The new shirts.
That's fine. Whatever you can do to push it.
Bullet Club.
They had a really good video package for Ronda Rousey.
Did you see that WWE exclusive thing where like Dana Brooke comes out?
That's what was happening while they were airing the Ultimate Deletion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's what they.
So that's what the crowd was treated to.
I did not like that move what she did with Dana and how she landed and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I did not.
It's all right.
Did I miss anything?
Not really. I didn't like it. Okay, Dana was about. I mean, whenever she was hitting Ronda, okay, put your arm up. She's going like this, and she blocked her. She kept her hand up like that, like for a while. It just looked weird. She's like, huh. I know. I got where because she tried to pull away and grabbed her and stuff like that. But I don't know. It seemed weird.
Frank says instead of hugs, we'll get a bad promo. Yes. So going over to SmackDown, we had obviously the Daniel Bryan promo, Dolph Ziggler. We got to see Shinsuke Nakamura going up against Rusev. Shinsuke ended up getting the win.
Was this better than their
Fastlane
match?
I'd probably say it's about the same.
Same?
Yeah, it was fine. You know, obviously the commercials take a little bit out of it, but you know, it was fine. Let's see, we saw Charlotte talking to Natalya. They talking to one another about the upcoming match with Asuka at WrestleMania.
Yeah, too fucking sweet. Look at this. Fucking sweet.
That's right. We got to see Baron Corbin defeat Ty Dillinger. Easy win, nothing to it. Charlotte Flair went up against Natalya. Natalya got the win. I was mistaken on that. Any thoughts on that one?
I'm trying to remember.
Okay. Obviously nothing too memorable then. The Usos came out. They cut a promo, which I think their mic skills have improved significantly over the past year and a half. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do for WrestleMania and who they're going to face. I think they're leading towards Usos versus New Day versus Bludgeon Brothers. Probably a triple threat.
Dave Brown was like Baron Corbin lame.
You're not a fan of the lame wolf?
The lame wolf?
Yeah, screw it. I'll stick with it.
He'll be in the
Lame
match,
wolf.
and if he loses, loser has to shave his widow's peak.
Yes. We've got to see Harper going up against Jimmy Uso, and Harper ended up getting the win. Jinder Mahal came out. Good.
What's your feeling towards the Bludgeon Brothers?
I'm indifferent. They're there. It's something fresh, something new for them, I guess.
I mean, I love Harper.
Yeah.
I really do.
I want them to succeed.
Yeah.
I just don't know if they're going to with their current gimmick. We got to see Jinder Mahal come out and cut a promo, who was interrupted by Bobby Roode, who was then interrupted by Randy Orton, and then they all tried to attack one another. You know how triple threats go, so we're gonna have that at WrestleMania. Naomi and Becky Lynch going up against Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan. Naomi and Becky Lynch get the win, easy win for the good ladies.
Donnie says for sure Usos have came a long way.
Yeah. And then we saw the main event being Daniel Bryan firing Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and those two.
I liked his speech when he was talking to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. He was like, I've been on your side and stuff, and you pretty much won.
And you had your match at WrestleMania, something that we had always dreamed about when we were running the roads together. You won. You did it. You beat him. And then you just went too far. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to fire you. So, that's what happened. And they didn't take too kindly to it. I did like the fact that they at least, shook hands before they attacked them, because it was like, okay, I understand where you're coming from. But no, fuck you. So, I don't know.
I guess, I wonder when Shane's going to return.
He'll probably come back.
Or, return on screen.
Yeah, probably next week, maybe. He and Daniel Bryan will beat down. No, that'll probably be the go-home show.
I'm glad it turned out this way, to be honest with you, because even though they would have had a good match, Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, I did not really want to see them fight each other. Even though, like I said, they put on a good match.
So that pretty much does it for Raw and for SmackDown. Both were enjoyable shows for the most part.
There has moments.
Yeah.
Raw's, but I think
it ended on a high note for both shows. Well, I say a high note, but
Jeff coming back.
That is the question, because during our time off, he was actually arrested for a DWI.
But they put him in the Ultimate Deletion.
Yeah. Well, that part had already been filmed, and I guess they decided not to cut it out. I don't know if maybe there was more that they tried to cut out, but
that's also another thing. How are they gonna bring in or say Jeff Hardy's turned to Brother Nero, which for TNA they did it where didn't he okay, Matt won, right? Matt won Ultimate Deletion. I don't know if he got into Lake of Reincarnation or they did something to him and it changed Brother Nero. I have to go back and
relive it.
But and also, I wonder if they're going to keep on doing stuff like that, other videos and stuff like that.
Maybe.
And also, is Reby, Senior Benjamin,
Vanguard 1.
Do they sign some sort of contracts?
Maybe. We'll have to see. So yeah, that pretty much does it for Raw and for SmackDown. Going into some hot topics that we've got. Obviously, we're trying to play catch up a little bit since we've been gone the past few weeks. The announcement of the 50-man Greatest Royal Rumble event that's going to be taking place. It's actually going to be on the WWE Network. What did you think about that? 50-man Royal Rumble.
Is that the? Let me see. I thought that's the one.
It's going to be somewhere. It's going to be overseas somewhere.
Yeah. So how is that? How's that playing out, or what's the deal on that?
Well, that's
for the next Royal Rumble?
No, it's going to be like a special event. They're going overseas, sort of like how they do their tours of Japan or tours of India or something like that.
What happens and who wins it? What do they get? It's just like a live show?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's still pretty cool for them to watch and stuff.
Yeah. Let's see. Have you been watching any NXT or anything like that?
I have not. I need to get back on that. But I saw a clip of Johnny attacking Tommaso.
Yeah. I do know in other promotional news that Lucha Underground has been filming season 4. I follow Matt Cross and Martin Casals, former guest on the show, on Facebook, and they've been posting updates from the new temple. So
where's the new temple?
California somewhere. I'm not too sure. But
you remember when it was one of the seasons when they're coming back and they didn't know if it was going to be like California or Austin?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, that'd be cool if it was in Austin.
It would have been nice if they had been right down the road from us.
I would have drove to Austin to watch it.
Yeah. Let's see what else we have as far as hot topic news. I don't know. What do you got?
Is anyone watching going to go to Mania or anything?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. Everyone's planning on going to San Antonio. Heck yeah, San Antonio. Go to San Antonio during WrestleMania. You're gonna have a great time. You're gonna have a great time regardless. It's a beautiful city. No, I can't really see.
That'd be pretty cool, man. I would like to see those.
Go ahead.
Matches and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's one I like. Oh, there's multiple, but there's one that I really would love to see. It's Loki versus Matt Riddle.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Going back to WWE for a moment, Big Cass has reportedly been cleared for a WWE return. Cool. Just putting that out there.
Cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Vince McMahon's XFL has new secondary league competition, apparently.
Really?
I think.
You think?
Yeah. It says Vince McMahon thought when he announced the return of the XFL for 2020 back in January that his biggest competition would be the NFL. However, the person who was behind the documentary on the XFL that aired last year announced that his league, named the Alliance of American Football, will debut on February 9th, 2019, just 1 week after the next Super Bowl. So apparently they're planning a 10-week run with 50-man teams. Yada, yada, yada. It's going to be on CBS. So, looks like the XFL already has some competition. It's going to be weird.
Weird.
Very weird.
They're revamping it. I don't know what they're going to do or what's the new rules for the XFL.
Yeah.
But, good luck.
Best of luck to you. That's all I gotta say.
I'm on Burgundy.
I know we're getting ready for WrestleMania. We're gonna have our WrestleMania viewing party.
I wish I could go, but
yeah. Hey.
I can't. Hey, man, I've been to 2 WrestleManias, so that's still cool.
One more than me.
Yes.
But that's okay.
That's still cool in itself, and I've met
maybe they'll come back to
Houston wrestlers. So
if they come back to Houston, we're going.
Oh man, definitely for sure.
For those of you who might not. For those of you who are going to be going to WrestleMania this year or are planning to go one in the future, definitely make sure you check out other wrestling promotions because they have Evolve. They've got Ring of Honor. They're obviously, if you don't want to go to the Access, they have all kinds of wrestling shows. They've got WrestleCon you can go to. So lots of stuff for you to check out and have a really good time.
WrestleCon this year has Stone Cold.
Do they really?
Did you know that? Yes.
I did not. That's
they got
awesome.
Stone Cold.
I
know someone who's going there, and they said the packages for Stone Cold is a lot.
Oh, I can imagine.
I would say his top.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think
that's still big in itself.
I think they're gonna have Shawn Michaels there too. So.
Well, have they had Shawn Michaels there before? I think.
I don't know. I remember when we went, they had Sting, Bobby Heenan, Kevin Nash.
A lot. I looked at the list. There's a lot, and I think they're still adding more people and stuff. So.
Yep. So it's gonna be big. Also, to let you guys know, we are in talks with crap. Now I'm blanking out.
With crap.
Yeah, we're in talks with crap. Hey, little guy, how's it going? WrestleThon. That's what it. Couldn't remember off the top of my head. If you're not familiar, WrestleThon is a charity event where they do 24-hour gaming. So we might actually be teaming up with them in the near future. So they're having an event, I believe, in May, sometime around there. So if that's the case, we might be joining them on the WrestleThon, or at least we'll be promoting it as the weeks lead up to it. So it's going to be a good time. It's for a good cause. So if we get further involved, we'll certainly pass along the details on that and give you all the details on what to do and how to donate to the cause. Video games. Been playing any? What's going on?
No.
How's your deck coming along on Supercard?
Okay, no, that's one game I have been playing. Supercard for your phone, Android. You can get it for iPhone and stuff. It's a WWE card game. It's a grindy game.
It is a grinder.
Shoot, who did I just get? Alexander Wolf.
Nice.
I got Batista. I forgot. That's in the monster tier.
Yeah, you're coming up there.
I don't have any women monster cards.
I've got 4.
I want that Titan.
You'll get there.
Give me a Titan.
Just be patient. Keep
How many
playing.
you have? 1, 2?
What, Titans?
Yeah.
3.
Damn it.
Yeah. So make sure you check out that game. I've been playing a lot of Destiny. My character is up to like 320, something like that. So
I feel bad sometimes because there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and then sometimes I've been pulling it off when we're doing BGs and the skin of my teeth because I'll charge a little bit, and sometimes I haven't finished because I only get to play during my lunch, and I can't really play in front of my boss. He'll get mad and stuff. I'll do enough where I can like still go after like the lowest people whenever it's time. I'm like, oh man.
Hey, as long as you get those points, that's all that matters.
I'm still playing though. Yeah. Is John watching? John.
Maybe. He might.
Okay.
I know last week we did do a Twitch stream where we talked about wrestling. So we played Destiny 2 and talked wrestling. That was fun.
That was fun.
And John joined us as well. So if you happen to be a fan of video games and wrestling talk, we'll try and do another Twitch stream pretty soon. Maybe. Who knows? We had Noah on there as well.
Yeah.
So that was interesting.
Yeah, that was interesting. He loves Gail Kim.
Yes, he does.
He loves Gail Kim.
Yes.
If you know Noah.
Noah.
Message him and say, hey, I've met Gail Kim.
Just let him know.
Technically, I have.
You don't have to.
I've met Gail Kim.
You don't have to have met Gail Kim. Just say that you have.
I know. I've really met Gail Kim before.
Yeah.
Yeah, years ago. He was jealous.
Yeah, as he should be.
Be jealous.
I don't know. Do you have anything else?
Not really. Just getting prepared for the gender reveal.
That's gonna be fun.
For my baby.
Are you gonna have a baby?
I'm gonna have a baby.
Okay, well that's gonna do it for us then. It's gonna be a fun time. We're gonna make the announcement on Facebook. Yes. So be on the lookout for that. Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah.
So I guess that's going to do it for us. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it on our YouTube channel, WNS Video, or our Facebook page right here where you're watching it on Facebook Live, WNS Podcast. You can check us out on WrestlingNewsSource.com, WrestlingNewsSource.com on Facebook. You can subscribe to our show if you dare on iTunes
if you dare.
by searching Wrestling News Source Podcast.
Don't dare me, I'll do it. You can find us on Stitcher, Beyond Pod, Player.fm, and Satchel. Just search Wrestling News Source Podcast.
And you can also follow us on Twitter. You can follow us at WNS Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at WNS _ Daniel, WNS _ Daniel. You can follow Tyler at Tyler _ Abear.
You can follow me on the mean streets of Beaumont, Texas.
Sure. So for the podcast crew, I'm Daniel Heron.
Good luck finding me. I'm Tyler Abear.
He's right here.
No, when I'm on the street.
He's on the street. Just go find him.
Thank you for everyone who watched this.
Yes, thank you everyone for tuning in and for the comments and all that good stuff.
We're to find our footing in a new situation.
Yes. So there you go. Catch you all next week.